Welcome to a day in the life of Woody. It just got started. It's about 10 in the morning. I took my shower and here I am with you guys. I've got a pretty good day in front of me. Jackie has a pretty good day in front of her. We're going to drink some G Fuel, probably process some wood for this winter. I'm going to give you a Colin update. My last day in the life was Colin having surgery on his foot. I'll link in the annotation description. I'll do something so you can see that. But for those of you that don't know, we were splitting wood, Colin and I, and he sent an axe through his boot, severed 3 tendons on his toes, and it was terrible. So I'll give you an update to him in this video, and we'll hang out. A stable update. You know, we did a lot of these day in the lives where I started showing the progress on my stable, and then that just kind of fell off. Well, progress has continued, and I think you guys will like where it is. So anyway, day in the life of Woody. See you soon. It starts out like this. So this is my dog Ender, and I don't know if you can see well, but over here, he's very sensitive to the touch. He got stung either by ants or a bee or something like that, and it's all swollen. I don't know if I can get a very good angle, but he's not supposed to be puffed out like that. He's in pain. He threw up twice this morning, the poor guy, and we called the vet. They said to get him some Benadryl. I never know quite what to do, so that's why we call the vet. It seems like with dogs, like 99% of our diet overlaps if it has to. We don't feed them much people food. But then every so often there's like, yeah, chocolate will kill him. Or I forget if it's aspirin or ibuprofen or what, but that's terrible for dogs too. But apparently Benadryl helps them with stuff like this. Ender, what did you do? Did you try to make friends with red ants? You think you did? Here's Jackie giving the dog a pill. And what else are you doing?
I'm talking to my sainted mother.
Careful on that lip.
I know, but I'm trying to look. He's chewing the pills. Don't chew the pills. Enderman.
Let's switch. I'm better at that.
No, he's good. He's good.
You got it?
Good. I think he's good. Just let him swallow.
Oh.
Show everybody how you beat him. This is what he does to me. Beats him. Take your pill. Do you take it? Good boy. You're the best. You're the best.
All right. So this is our chimney sweep. What's your name, Chris?
My name's Chris.
Chris. And Chris is going to sweep, or I guess get the creosote out of our chimney and
yes, I'm gonna be sweeping it and doing a level 1 inspection to your fireplace for you today as well. Oh, guess it wasn't that bad.
Hey, handsome, you're on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's talk about your foot.
Yeah.
How is your foot?
Good.
It's good. And this toe, and this toe are the ones where the tendon was cut. And you can see, I'm going to be very gentle. There's a cut that goes from here, and you can't really see it, but it heads up like into this toe, like this area here. This toe's a little bit swollen. So we're going to put him on some Motrin, but mostly he's doing really well. I'm not going to ask him to do it now, but when he was at the doctor's a week ago, maybe, when he had the stitches taken out, he moved these 3 toes. Colin, can you feel this? He's nodding his head, yes. Can you say it? Can you feel this?
No.
You can't feel this?
I could feel it. I feel my toenail.
Oh, he's right. I'm touching his toenail. And can you feel this?
Yep.
Yep. So I've done that test 100 times. He can feel all his toes, and everything seems fine. This sterile strip stuff has been on for, I guess, about a week. So Next time he showers, probably we'll take that off. So anyway, we're gonna put his sock on now. You wanna hold the camera, honey?
I'll do my best. I don't want to get yelled at.
So this is a delicate process. I feel like of all the things we do, basically when this when this foot is in the when this foot is in the boot, we don't have much to worry about. But when it's out of the boot, that's when mistakes can happen. So I put his sock on for him. I don't know, have you done it too?
Yes. So I'm about to critique you. You need to make sure the toes are held securely.
And we do this very gently. Because once the boot's on, he's kind of bulletproof. But while the boot's off, the worst thing I could do is curl his toes like that. I don't know if you're seeing it in my hand. Curl his toes like that. And that would take these tendons that are damaged and stretch them. And that would be bad. So, very delicately, we put this sock on. And that's that. So he's about 15 or 16 days in to about 35 days with this boot on, which means almost halfway. And I like to think that it's stronger than it was, you know, say 1 week in or 2 days in, but I don't know. We treat it like it's gentle.
Well, I cut the tendons, I do like this.
Don't cut the tendons, that's right.
Can I wear my boot?
Yep, you can wear your boot. We're going to put that on next.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, sure.
Can you make sure that you support just the toes? Here, you're supposed to support. There you go.
She thinks I do it wrong.
You do it.
What she doesn't know is I do it awesome. All right.
Get the wedge. Tell me need a new wedge, Colin.
The wedge.
Tell me a wedge.
The wedge.
So we put this under his toes so they kind of curl up a bit.
How's that feel?
Good.
You like it?
Good?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a bad job with the camera. Oh, Jackie's wrapping them up.
It felt kind of stinky in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boot is not... They were only halfway through his Tour de boot, and it's already ripe. But
Is that too tight or does that feel good?
It feels good.
it feels good. Colin, do you like your boot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It lets him walk. With this boot on, he can't bend his ankle, and he certainly wouldn't be bending his toes. So he's pretty safe in there. The doctor really stressed, you know, when this boot's on, everything's okay. He's not going to get hurt. Did you see her strike my hand away? So, like, for me, there's like a sense of relief. We'll be in 1 second. She's got one more strap.
How's that feel? Good. You happy?
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you walk around, handsome? And here, go that way. I want to show them how you can walk and you're too close. So, there's the man. This is how he gets around right now.
Yep.
So, look of success over there. See how this thing's running? At Woodycraft, normally people connect to woodycraft.net or hub.woodycraft.net. But I had set it up something special for the Skyblock guys where they could connect to skyblock.woodycraft.net and skip our lobby, which some people really liked. So it's not working because I reconfigured some stuff on the network and I just got it fixed again. It requires restarting all of Woodycraft, so I try to do it like in the mornings when people are at school, and it's 12:30. Europe is home from school, so it's later than I wish it was, but I really got tied up with the chimney sweep guy. Anyway, it's done now, so a little bit of Woodycraft work, and I don't know, keep busy. We'll see what's next. So, Colin spends a lot of his day like this, and that's just the nature of the beast. We got to rest the foot. We notice it was a little swollen. But he also spends some of his day cup stacking, so I'm going to show you what that's like. Okay, so Colin hurt his foot, and one of the ways he's keeping himself occupied is cup stacking. Are you ready, handsome?
Yeah.
Ready, set, go! Nice! That was fast.
Yep.
Okay, Colin, are you going to use one hand or two hands?
One hand.
You're going to use one hand?
Yeah.
All right, I'm using two. Ready, set, go!
He's got like swagger and everything. He just went on to his next round.
Kid's
There you
got
have it.
skills. Yeah. All right. Nicely done, Colin. Thank you. So I'm running on empty. We've been working super hard on Woodycraft lately, doing resets and stuff because there's going to be these EULA changes, and I'm up all night. So anyway, I'm arguably even grumpy. What do you think, honey?
No.
Thank you for that.
I apologize. I am, for whatever reason, just trying so hard not to shake the camera. And I think I'm just shaky because I'm hungry.
So anyway, in an effort to wake the heck up, I'm going to have G Fuel. And this is a new one. Oh, cool. The thing's already loaded. Oh, anyway. I thought there was no glass. Coconut. I like coconut. I've never had the G Fuel variant of coconut. Previously, my favorite was their mystery flavor, which is like a creamsicle. You can smell the coconut. Some people don't like coconut, but I'm a fan.
I don't like coconut.
Did you show them my lunch? Jackie made me a pretty cool lunch.
I didn't show me on. I didn't know I was supposed to.
Ah, yes. This is what's for lunch today. A nice fit person's lunch. I get way more fit in the
A
summertime.
BLT.
Okay. Maybe it's somewhere in between.
Yes, it's somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
I gotta step up my game, but
In the summer, I get active. I do outside things. I don't know, lose weight, get strong. In the winter, you know, it's for sickness.
Mhm.
I like it. It's coconut. It's what you'd expect. Good stuff. I don't know if I like it more than the mystery. I like them both. But anyway, hopefully this gives me the pep I'm looking for because I'm kind of dragging. Anyway, lunchtime. Oh, all right. So Jackie and I are having a conversation about fun. Look up, baby.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm eating my pie, and you keep interrupting my pie.
And I'm trying to explain how I do things that aren't fun because I love them. And she's not buying it.
No, because if you spend a lot of money on a hobby and it's not fun, then why are you spending money on it?
I'll explain. So, like, part of this came from someone else's thought, but like the cheapest fun, and not cheap as in price, but like easy, is a roller coaster. So, like, you go on a roller coaster and it's great, right? I love roller coasters. You ride, you down it. I put my arms in the air. Some people hate that.
I don't like roller coasters.
And it's a cheap thrill, and it's cool. Like, it's fun. But afterwards, I never say like, oh my God, can you believe that time we were on the Comet at Hershey Park? It's like, no, like that. It's just a cheap thrill ride,
Okay.
you know? Whereas some of the other things I've done, like I thought the survival trip would be this, but in long term, it didn't seem like it. I added to the list, but I've done other things. Like I've done woodworking projects, right? That take me months, you know, because for some reason, when I made the bed that we used for a couple of years, I decided to do that with all hand tools, right? So I planed all the
Couple, but go ahead. Several years.
decade,
That counts too.
something like that. Okay. But I hand planed all the wood. I hand drilled. I had this like. Can you hold the camera for a second?
I'll try.
The drill was the kind where you hold the top like this and you bring it like that.
I thought for sure you were going to punch me in the face.
I'm so
I just
glad.
made a horrible
I'm
face.
so glad I didn't record myself punching you in the face. And yeah, I just used hand tools to make that bed. It's called Neanderthal woodworking, and I thought it was cool. And was it fun? Like, no. Like it wasn't like.
Well, then why do it?
Because afterwards, I felt accomplished. Like, I felt like I had done a thing. There have been other things that, like, a lot of the off-roading I did, right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember when I rebuilt all the suspension for it, right?
Yes, but that
Yeah.
was so you could have fun. That's different.
Oh, okay. So, for those that don't know, suspension is complicated. I bought 2 engineering books. There's like these automotive engineering books, and I learned how to design a suspension. You know, there's shucks. In off-roading in particular, there's an anti-squat. Like there's this percentage, and it has to do with like the triangulation of this 4-link suspension I built. Lots of details I'll spare you, but I became a self-taught suspension, like automotive engineer, and then I fabricated the suspension to my buggy, and I built it, and it worked great. The thing, like, even when I spun the tires and stuff, it didn't really hop. It would just sort of squat and go up, and I was really proud of myself and how it turned out. But it wasn't fun. It was work. But now that I've done it, like, I still think of it as one of the things I did in my life. Like, I designed an automotive suspension. I learned how to do it and then did it, and I cut it, I welded it.
Because the buggy was the fun,
Uh-huh.
and to get it to work, you had to fix it.
So, like, but the woodworking, for example, like, I don't know. I guess I just sort of get off on accomplishment to some extent. And, like,
Okay.
you know, when I build something or when I do a thing, like the stable is a good example. We were just talking about that, like that. You know, I remember the day that we had to put like a course or 2 of cinder blocks on the floor, on the ground there. And it was hot, like 100 degrees out. And I'm using a shovel and a level and just sort of like digging it, placing a cinder block and making a level course of cinder blocks. A course is what they call like one of the rows. And afterwards, I was exhausted and like my biceps hurt. And I felt good about that. You know, was it fun to lay cinder blocks? No, but that's so.
But that's not your hobby. Like, fixing a stable's not your hobby. You're not going to go around finding people's broken down stables and just fixing them up. Like, so that's not a hobby. A hobby is the woodworking.
I guess
Your
like
guns.
we were talking about
Surfing.
my
Yes.
brother. Yeah, sure. My brother. I hope he's gonna watch this. He was fixing his car, and my wife was like, "That's fun. He's off, you know, goofing around on his Jeep." And I'm like, I don't know if it's fun. It's work that he enjoys, and that's I don't know. It's a related but different thing.
But it's something like he's working towards something he does enjoy. So that's the same thing as the buggy. Like, I have to do all this, and then I get to have my fun.
I just
Like, so it's not that fixing it's the hobby, it's the actual riding around that's the fun.
yeah. So bringing it back to me, like I never considered like I have to do all the electricity in my stable, right? Like we pulled out all the plugs and lights and stuff like that, and we're going to wire it up new again. Future video ideas, and but I think that I'll have enjoyed doing that. Like, oh, look, this is an accomplishment. This is a thing I did. But I don't think I'll ever consider those like off days. And
Well, it's working towards your fun. So you know you could be doing something else.
but even I think that I'll look at the job I did with pride forever, and that's kind of why I do some things. That's what I like about woodworking. That I look back at what I accomplished and say, yeah, I made this thing. I made a table that's in the Western sunroom, and every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I remember when I did that. I'm teaching myself a new skill set with this design thing on it. I don't know. I don't know where we're headed with this, but
I know, keep going around, but I think I'm right.
Of course. I guess what I'm just saying is there's this concept of like work fun it's work that you do because you enjoy the accomplishment afterwards.
I think
and
you're pretty much looking for a
different
pass.
and richer than roller coaster fun, which is just pure like, you know,
That's vacation fun, but you're trying to
taking
get a
the fun.
pass. So you're still taking time away from the family to go do something that you're going to benefit from and enjoy. So therefore, it's still part of your fun.
Is that the way it's measured? Like,
You could be doing, I don't know, the dishes or the laundry for me, which
Mm-hmm.
he does not do. But instead, you're doing something else. So, I'm just saying.
I guess, I don't know.
In the
It's
fun column.
so everything that's time away from the family gets categorized as fun, and if it doesn't, then you're not allowed
No,
to do
because
it.
if you're at the dentist, it doesn't categorize as fun.
Okay, but all the like, as opposed to have to do, the choose to do things. If you choose to do it, it's fun, even if it's like, I don't know, painting a shed or something.
I mean, now you're just picking something that's horrible because we don't like painting.
That is awful. But
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, you enjoy
okay,
riding around on the tractor.
I'm gonna build a deck for the stable.
Of course you are.
Of course, it's gonna be awesome.
I would like a deck off of the, office.
My
office. My
Oh yeah. Me too.
But
The deck for the
let's
stable.
do a deck for the stable first, though.
I think it's the learning project. Like that's fair,
Let's
isn't
see.
it? I've never
Now you
built a
have-
deck
you swung
before.
It that way. I think there's lots of videos on how to build a deck, but okay, it's for safety.
Stop it. They don't get that joke.
But you get that joke.
But
They
it's-
can look it up. It's been years. Look it up.
I bought a couple pieces of woodworking equipment.
Couple, but not two.
It is like two.
Oh.
And what was happening is I was like cutting really small pieces with the table saw, which is dangerous. So I said, honey, I need a bandsaw. It's safer. And it is. That's an honest reason.
You have used it's for safety for every tool purchase you've ever made.
I think you're rewriting history
I am
here.
not rewriting
I
history.
think what's happening here is
Who do you think they believe?
You.
Yeah.
But you're not
I'm
right.
I
No.
You were like a couple times, I said it's for safety. That's baloney. It has not been a couple times. Maybe not every tool, but a lot of
I swear, I'll buy a tool that's not for safety, and she says it's for safety, like it's a joke. She's not right on this one. I have bought things for safety, but I don't use it when it's not for safety. I've just been honest. All right. Anyway, I don't know. Chime in. Like I like doing projects for accomplishment
Just
sometimes,
sit it right there. I like.
even if they're not fun. You know, even if every day when you finish it, you're glad that you're done, but there's a reward in having done something cool.
Okay, but you
Do you do anything like that? I can't think of anything you do that you kind of suffer through because you like the thing at the end. Like my mom used to do quilting, and I don't think she loved every minute of quilting, but she really liked finished quilts.
I don't think so.
Nothing?
I don't have anything off the top of my head. Because I try to keep my hobby short and sweet.
Okay. Anyway, we were talking about this, and I was like, I'm going to share this lunchtime conversation with you
Or
guys.
not, because they could be bored by now.
All right. We'll move on to the next thing.
Okay.
All right. So I bought this thing. It came in yesterday. It's like a sawhorse designed for cutting wood. Like you can see maybe how the guy uses it. I'm going to put this thing together and see if it's worth a damn. I'll do it in time lapse. But my initial impression, while it's still in the box, is that it's a little light. You know, like it's not quite heavy duty enough for the job. But then again, I don't do this full time all the time, so maybe it'll suit my needs. Anyway, let's put this thing together. All right. Well, I don't pretend to be an expert in processing logs into firewood. My experience is pretty much, I had a friend in high school who heated his house with wood. And some days he wouldn't be allowed to play with me because he had to chop wood. And on those days, I would just grab an axe and chop wood with him because what else am I gonna do? You know, it was a novelty to me, etc. So I have chopped wood a little before, but I'm not a lumberjack by any means. And I've worked a chainsaw before, but again, I'm not an expert. So if you have any tips, if you see something cool that I should be doing, let me know. I'm all ears. Maybe nicely let me know, that would be awesome. But these are YouTube comments, so you get what you get. But here, you can watch me turn logs into firewood. Let's give it a go. Alright, so that should keep me busy for a little while. I'm going to chop them up, see how that goes. I should probably have a hydraulic splitter. Like, that'd be nice. I'd probably finish this whole stack in a day. But you know, it's not just about getting firewood, it's also about getting a little exercise and being outside. So while I'll probably have a hydraulic splitter at some point, right now, you know, this kind of sexy doesn't happen by accident, baby. So let's chop some wood. Again, not an expert. If you see some improvement in technique, let me know. Got all self-conscious. It's getting better, but sometimes I still miss. I don't know what's up with this one. Shucks. All right. After this, maybe I should go into time lapse. so all the little logs are done. You can see they're kind of the wider ones. Anyway, if I was a viewer, I think I'd be curious as to how these bigger ones are split, you know? So I think I'm gonna do that. Let me get a glass of water first, and I'll come back. And I want to put something for scale on this log, so you have an idea of how big it is. All right, so this is a big round. I don't know, I'm gonna guess it's like 32 inches by maybe 28 inches. I'm not sure. What some people do, I'm trying to use two hands here, they might take an edge of this and sort of slice it off, and then take another edge and slice that off. This is based on my YouTube learning, and just sort of make it a smaller problem by taking off the sides. I've tried that, and I'm inexperienced, but it didn't seem to make it any easier for me. What I'm going to do instead, and this is what I've done a couple of these big ones now, is I'm going to find a spot where the grain kind of lends itself to being split and come across the middle. Now, I looked at this already, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's some like cracks right here that kind of point here, and then on the far side, I don't see them anymore, but I thought I saw the same thing. Like basically, if I come across, not in the middle, but sort of by like the 1/3, that I'll split it there, and then figure out what's next. Maybe I'll take that off. There's kind of a pit there, so we'll see. Let's get to working. All right, I took a giant round and put it on top of another giant round, and kind of using that as a tripod. Hope you guys appreciate it. Heaviest tripod in the world. Let's see where this goes. All right, this has been pretty slow going. I'm gonna try to maybe knock a few inches off the side and see if that helps with my big split. You know, it should make this problem smaller by cutting it this way. I don't have a lot of experience, but in the past for me, this hasn't helped much, but we'll see. It's going pretty good. All right, so that was pretty successful. I got this off. So I'm gonna try it again on this side right here. The only thing is this log's already shaped that way. So even to take 3 inches off here is like a 16-inch split. That seems like a lot, but I'll give it a go. See if that'll help me with this job. All right. So, with the wood now, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches thinner, maybe I'll get across it a little better. We'll find out. Okay, I took a quick break because Chris is here. Say hi, Chris. He's here to replace my wife's front windshield. We're replacing it partly because, I don't know if you can see it very well on camera, but there's these 2 rock damage. The rock damage, 2 rocks hit it here over the course of the last couple months or year. But in addition to that, the whole windshield is kind of just sandblasted, and she's complained of not being able to see well, especially at night. Like car headlights are forming big halos and stuff like that. So I cut out, well, I didn't record a lot of the sort of boring stuff, but this windshield is glued on, and Chris is about to show off his fancy tool here, where this cutting wire, he's threaded it around the whole windshield, and he's gonna break the glue seal in a second. So I'll come back when it's time for that. All right, so I helped Chris as his unskilled assistant for a little bit. You're about to see the magic. Oh, it's happening up here. That cutting wire is going between the window and the side there, and it's cutting the urethane, which holds it in place. You can see the cutting wire in the corner there. I'll go to the other side as it comes by. Now with that thing in place, you can really see the 2 rock damage, 2 pieces of rock damage. But cooler yet is this tool that kind of breaks the seal with that cutting wire. I don't know if I'm getting it very well. Yeah, now I am. Based on my 10 minutes of experience in this business, the corners are the toughest part.
Oh yeah.
Am I on target, Chris?
Oh yeah.
So I think he's just being extra careful that the cutting wire is where he wants it to be before he rounds the corner.
I definitely don't want to cut the plastic piece.
Yeah, he keeps talking about a plastic piece. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it's really important to him.
That's where that fits in.
Oh, okay.
And to cut it, that won't stay down.
Aha. All right, so I think you guys get the idea. We'll come back on the next step. All right, Chris. He assures me he makes it look light.
Yeah.
He says it's light. He's full of crap. All right. So we're halfway. My guess is he cleans up the surface he needs to attach to and then glues it down. We'll see. All right, Chris been going for a few minutes now, cleaning out the mounting surface. He's got a couple specialized cutting tools. That thing, and then this looks like a box cutter, but the thing in his hand is special.
Scraper.
Scraper.
Mm-hmm. To get this urethane off of the body. It's bent. Just to take the urethane off.
All
There's
right.
a curve to it. So you won't scrape it, dig into the metal.
Chris has been unimpressed with whoever put the last windshield in. He's had a bunch of unkind thoughts, but no foul words. Just you know,
Try not to.
he's just unimpressed. That's all.
Yeah.
Here, this is what I was trying to get.
There we go.
You'll see what this looks like
Good Lord.
once he rounds the corner a little bit. There we go. That's what I was trying to get. Ready for the next window. Getting closer. All right, Chris is about to put the window in place. Unlike a dinner plate where you can kind of slide it a few inches, this thing's got to go on perfect the first time. So he has some tools to kind of help him get this right. It's more like a sticker. Where you do what you mean the first time. There it is, that's the bulk of it. Now there's all kinds of molding and stuff, but we'll let that go. All right, when that started, I thought it was gonna be a much needed rest, but didn't feel that restful, standing around in the sun like that and helping a little bit. But I'm gonna try to make another cut off the side that's close to us here and see if that'll help me get across the middle. Once I get across the middle, this round is gonna be so much better, but it's been hard to do. So we'll see how this goes. All right, it's time to stop. Couple takeaways. One, I guess I'll show you the log. Goodness gracious, it was a fighter. It is a fighter. I hate to be defeated by this thing. I was sure I wouldn't be. But I'm getting tired. And as I get tired, I'm getting inaccurate and I'm not swinging as hard. And it sounds like a sissy complaint, but I have this blister on my pinky finger, and every stroke I feel it like getting worse, and it's just time to stop. I was thinking about what at Cisco we called post-mortem analysis. One, I've split a lot of big rounds. That one's maybe 20% bigger, but it feels like it's 4 times harder. So I don't know if it's just a tough round or if 20% bigger makes it 4 times harder. Another thing, I really need a wedge. A lot of those times, like, I'd hit the wood and it felt like it wasn't having a cumulative effect. Like, it's either a magic hit or it's not, and that's the end of it. With a wedge, every time I hit it, it would go a little bit deeper. So I need to do that. And I also need to make a decision about a hydraulic splitter, because, like, in theory, it's fun to say I split all this by hand, but in reality, who's got time for that? I mean, it would take less, I guess, if I had a wedge, take less time. But, you know, I think the logs, like you see behind me now, are pretty easy. But the rounds, like you see in front of me, there's my tripod. I feel like if I didn't buy a wedge, I think I could spend 8 hours on one of these rounds, and there's plenty of them. That's too much. I've got plenty of projects to do without just chopping wood all summer. So I'm gonna call that good. Jackie and I were talking about when Colin got hurt. We had split wood for a couple hours, and then we stacked some, which I think I might do too. And then I was like, hey, do you want to stop? Do you want to do something else? And he's like, he wanted to split more wood. In hindsight, that was a terrible decision. One, that's when he got hurt. But two, I think he got inaccurate because he was tired, just like I feel like is happening to me. And that maybe is why he got hurt. So I don't think I'm gonna hit my foot. My inaccuracy is off by an inch, not by a foot. But that's another thing. I would do better if I was more accurate at swinging the axe. I feel like 1/3 of my swings are wasted because they're off by an inch. And sometimes, you know, if you don't put it right where you mean to put it, then it doesn't count. And, you know, I just got a lot of strokes that don't count. So I guess practice, I don't know, I got to get more accurate. But, well, I burnt some calories, so that counts for something. Hey, I will show you guys the stable. I think you haven't seen it in a while. All right, so this might take a minute, but I'm gonna do a walk around the stable. So that open door, there's going to be a roll-up garage door there. We're not gonna lose any height. It's gonna go like above it, so I can still drive tall things like the tractor through. There's that 3-pane window. You guys, if you watch all my videos, I don't know if we filmed us framing that thing out, but I'm really glad to have it. It looks nice. There's a door with the lock on the ground, still not there. Bug. That's where the power will come in. That's coming, but I have a lot of wiring to do, so that's a thing. On the roof, there's it's hard to see, but it's an eagle, and then of course the roof is all new. I need to make 5 doors. I want to make 5 matching nice doors instead of like what we have now. It looks kind of junky, and that is on my to-do list. The gutters are new. You can see I've got this to sort of sort out. Here's the front of it. We have new doors on either side. Now we can lock them. So that's kind of nice. Those doors up top, they're new as well. This will be a garage door. As a matter of fact, I already have it. Right there. Those are garage doors. There's water on the ground. I gotta find that and sort it out. I think it's coming from the gutters. It's rolling inside. But this, if you look at the roof line, the V was there already. This part here, Chiz and I built it. the like flatter part. If you guys, I think most of you know by now if you watch my videos, there was tornado damage. So we had to rebuild that roof and get it all done. And these were previously stables. We pulled off the front, and now I'm gonna store wood and tractor implements in here so we can burn the wood stove all winter without worrying about much. So I just need to empty this one, and then I can start filling it with new wood. So I'll do that in a minute. But, oh, and then we got this to take away. But, yeah, that's the stable. Hope and I are going to wire the inside, and that'll be my next, like, stable project probably. And here, I'm going to build a deck. The deck will go from about where that old thing is there, from about the where the power thing is, the circuit box, over here to under the windows. And we're gonna have a deck in the back. Just as it's a nicer way to get in and out, and it feels like there should be a deck there to me. So I'm gonna build it, and that'll be that. Anyway, for those of you who haven't seen the stable in a while, there you go. It doesn't have power. We shut off the power at the utility pole over there. I'd like to get rid of that pole someday. And I just wanna get like that thing attached to the wall and sort of finished, and then I'll have them turn on the power, and I'll run all the power inside, and that'll turn out cool. So there's your stable update. It's just about weather sealed. You know, there's obviously the 2 open doors, but it makes me feel better because like this front part here was exposed sheathing for a while, and I was afraid it was going to turn silver and all that crazy stuff. And now it's all covered and painted and, you know, winterized. Not winterized, but like weather sealed like it's supposed to be. Anyway, stable's turning out kind of nice. I love this golf cart. It's almost irrational, really. Every time I use it, it doesn't matter if I'm hauling the trash cans to the curb, if I'm just driving around to see what's new, or like this, putting wood in the rack up by the front of the house. It's just a positive experience. And no, camera fell. Let's see if we can get this back how it was. I think this isn't how it was at all. What would Casey Neistat do? I think he'd let the camera fall as part of the footage. He'd keep it. I don't know. I'm not sponsored by E-Z-GO, but I do love their damn golf cart. I put gas in it like every 3 months. I wondered if I should have gotten an electric one at first, but now I don't think so. I really like how ready it is all the time. And with the gas, it's just ready all the time. Like there's never any question that it has gas in it. I guess in theory it could run out of gas, but I don't know. It uses so little, it's never happened. So I realize you can't see how much wood is left, but I'm trying to take this down to 0. The idea is we're gonna sort of know which stable to take from next, and this one's gonna get the new wood, which is why I haven't stacked any of the new wood yet. And first step to putting the new wood in is to get the old wood out. And we store about half a cord of wood on the front porch because it's, you know, convenient and close to the fireplace. So I think that thing will just about hold what's left in here. I think it'll be a stretch to fit the rest of this. I might try it though. It's a close one. Yeah, we got it. Here, I'll show you what I got. I put that much wood in the back of it. And this is what I stack it on to sort of keep it off the dirt. And someday in the near future, I'll be able to put some of that freshly cut wood over there in this stable over here. Ugh. Nobody likes that noise. All right. So this is the wood storage we have, and we bring it from the stable to here, and then from here to the wood stove inside. And it will sit here under the roof in the heat and breeze of North Carolina summer until next year, at which point it should be good, dry, and ready to burn. So that's done. All right, so Jackie's making dinner. Jackie, what you doing?
I'm deveining your shrimp.
Apparently, this is a really yucky job. She reaches in. Are you sure that's vein?
That's poop.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, well, do you want to eat that?
No, thank you, but
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called deveining when you're depooping.
Well, I'm depooping. I don't know why they call it deveining.
Okay. So I'm having, what do you call it? Do you have a name for this meal?
It's like garlic.
Garlic shrimp, and
Yeah.
it has noodles in it, right? Like you serve it on what?
I serve it on shrimp fettuccine.
You'll see it later, guys. And then who's this for? Is this one Colin on the right?
That is Colin on the right. I'm sorry.
And then pasta in the back, maybe me. Well, who's that?
Me and Hope.
You and Hope. So, because everyone in Jackie's family is a pain in the butt, she's cooking 3 separate meals. A professional mother. This is what you're looking at. You're watching a professional in action.
Yeah.
Not everybody does this.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, honey.
baby. Above and beyond for you.
Hey,
You
handsome.
want to see me devein the shrimp?
Yeah.
What were you doing up there?
I was doing dominoes.
You were doing dominoes?
Yeah, but I don't play Minecraft.
Mom said don't play Minecraft?
Yeah.
Why not play Minecraft?
Because I want my phone.
He
Because
wrote with permanent marker on his thumb.
you wrote with permanent marker on your thumb. Can I see it? I don't see it. Get closer. Show the camera.
But I told him not to do that.
It looks like it's mostly cleaned up, but
Hey, Colin, come downstairs and show Daddy your golf course.
Yeah, I cut the tape off.
you made a golf course?
Yeah.
We'll check that out. All right, so Colin, you guys made a miniature golf course. Go ahead. Almost.
Getting close. Okay, away. Go.
Go ahead. Ah, too far. Do a different one. Do this one, Colin.
Okay.
Whoa, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So mom told you not to do what?
Play Minecraft.
Why can't you play Minecraft?
Because I wanted my thumbnail.
Let me see your thumbnail. Oh, did she make you clean it already?
No.
Is that all it was? Let me see your thumb. That's not, I think mine's just as dirty as yours.
Yep, I'm clean on the edge.
You gonna clean the edge?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I broke it.
Oh, you broke a block.
Yeah, they will fly soon.
What's in your hand, Colin?
Glue.
Glue? So, I'm kind of just talking to Colin because I haven't had him in a video much in a long, long time. A couple of live streams. And a lot of people were, I guess, surprised, happy, impressed at the difference in his speech. So, Colin, you practice your speech all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that fixed?
The marble got too far.
The marble got too far?
Yeah, I gotta go make the wall.
You gonna make the wall?
Yeah.
Make it taller like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
And you're gonna glue it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you do your thing. And I'm not sure if the world will be able to tell the difference compared to this morning, that the swelling on his face is like 90% gone. You feeling better, Ender? Yeah. He's doing better. So, a day in the life of Woody. Alright, it's just been a couple seconds, you haven't missed anything, but it's 7 p.m., which we usually do PKN on Tuesdays at 8, and that's tonight. So, coming soon. What do you say? I don't know. I feel like I'm short on time because it's 7 and I have to eat. I have to go upstairs and do the graphics for Painkiller Nearly, which isn't much, but it's a thing I need to do before 8, and I need to shower. So here I am. I don't know. Jackie said, you look good, but why don't you run that hot bod through a cleaning device of some sort? So here I go. Jackie said, you're supposed to show him your meal. Did you do it? And I kind of forgot. So, this is my meal.
He beans that for you. You're supposed to show off.
That is the look of dissatisfaction, my friends.
It is.
So, she worked real hard on it, and I appreciate it. I'm downing it. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
All right, so now I'm doing Painkiller Nearly. Guy, you can see we got Mirka, Chiz, Kyle. Wave, please. Please clap. The Jeb reference, yeah. And yeah, I don't know. Kyle, this was, I think, a super strong PKN. Kyle was telling, I knew half of the story, and I was still like completely engaged. Kyle told what it was like to be at the Trump rally in North Carolina. So, pretty good. Anyway. All right, so, PKN, part of my day. They insisted that we show the people on my phone, the people on Kyle's phone at the Trump rally. So when you watch this on PKN, you'll know this part happened. Kyle's a sexy man, isn't he? Jesus, it's not fair. Yeah, I see what Milo saw in him. Does Kyle get any say in this? No? All right then. So there's Kyle at the rally. Just going on 11 o'clock, if you see the clock behind me. And I think I might call it a vlog here. You guys know when I don't. I might end up working a bunch tonight on Woodycraft. We tend to be a nocturnal bunch. But I wrapped up Painkiller Nearly. It went super well. I feel like Kyle and Mirka carried it. But they did a great job. Kyle talked all about his Trump rally. Yeah, probably most of you guys are not Patreons, so you won't see Painkiller Nearly, but it was really good this week, and I'm proud of it, so that's cool, even though I feel like it was mostly them. And if you can get it on iTunes like a week later, if that interests you, but long day. I'm kind of tired. Did a lot of work, but it went pretty well. mostly. Wish I got that log. And yeah, well, welcome to a day in the life of Woody. I've got one more thing. I was thinking today about I forget who I was talking to, but somebody young, and I said something like, you know, spending $4,000 a month, and he's like, how can that be? Who would spend $4,000 a month, like, you know, just to get by? And I felt like today was kind of an example of that. You know, stuff happens in, like, adult life, you know, like chimney's got to be cleaned sometimes, and that's boom, you know, $160 just vanishes on you. Rock hits your windshield, boom, you know, that's, you know, $250 right there. That's $400 today in like services, and it just seems like that happens all the time. You know, your dishwasher goes out, your thing breaks, you got to buy food, you got to pay for insurance on your car. There's it's expensive to like just exist in this world. Everything seems like an additional cost and something you didn't really budget for. So, you know, I don't want to get into my money, but it just, I think about the times gone by, and I wouldn't have budgeted for a broken window or a chimney sweep or, you know, whatever it is that that comes up and you don't really think about. But yeah, stay in school, kids, because you know, there's unexpected costs all the time, and that's just part of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and have a nice day, unless I do another section. We'll see.